Meet Jake. He's 30 years old, earns $60,000 a year, and works hard every day. But at the end of the month, his bank account is almost empty. Rent, bills, car payments, and small daily expenses eat up his paycheck. He keeps telling himself, next month will be better, but it never is. Sound familiar? Many people believe being broke means not making enough money, but that's not the full story. The truth is, most people stay poor because of hidden habits, money traps, and outdated financial advice. Even if you get a raise or start a side hustle, you'll still struggle unless you change the way you handle money. In 2025, everything is more expensive. Inflation is high, rent keeps going up, and saving money in a bank barely helps. If you're still following the old financial rules, just save more or cut your coffee, you'll never escape the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. But here's the good news. Wealth is not just about how much you earn, it's about how you use what you have. In this video, I will show you simple, smart money moves that will help you stop keeping yourself poor and finally build real wealth. Let's get started. Number 1. You're not poor, you're playing the wrong game. Most people believe that being poor means not earning enough money. But in reality, many people struggle financially not because they don't make enough, but because they don't understand the game they're playing. The financial system works like an invisible algorithm, just like the ones that control your social media feed. It pushes certain habits, behaviors, and spending patterns that keep you stuck. But here's the truth. The game is rigged against you if you don't know the rules. Take Sarah, for example. She earns a decent salary, pays her bills on time, and even tries to save a little each month. But every time she gets ahead, something pulls her back. A sudden car repair, a medical bill, or a tempting online sale. She feels like she's doing everything right, yet she's always stuck in the same place. That's because she's stuck in the cycle of working for money instead of making money work for her. For years, we've been told that financial success comes from cutting expenses and saving more. But in 2025, that's no longer enough. Inflation is rising, housing is more expensive, and saving alone won't build wealth. The real secret isn't just about spending less, it's about moving money faster and smarter. Wealthy people don't just earn and save, they circulate money in ways that make more money. If you keep thinking like an employee, trading time for money, relying only on a paycheck, you'll always struggle. But if you start thinking like an investor in your own life, even without a business, you can break free. The game isn't about how much you make, it's about how you use what you have. It's time to start playing smarter. Number 2. The middle-class poor trap and how to escape. Many people believe that once they have a good job, a decent salary, and a comfortable life, they are financially safe. But that's not true. The middle class is one of the most financially vulnerable groups today. They earn enough to avoid poverty, but not enough to build real wealth. They live in a fragile financial state where one emergency, a job loss, a medical bill, or a car breakdown can wipe out their savings. Take David and Lisa, a married couple making $100,000 a year combined. They have a nice house, 2 cars, and enjoy vacations. To the outside world, they look successful, but behind the scenes, they are drowning in mortgage payments, car loans, and credit card debt. They make just enough to afford their lifestyle, but not enough to grow their money. If either of them lost their job, they would struggle within months. This is the middle-class poor trap, where people earn a decent income but spend most of it on maintaining a lifestyle instead of building wealth. They fear financial risk, so they stick to safe decisions like paying off loans, avoiding investments, and saving what little they can. But in 2025, just saving money isn't enough. Inflation eats away at savings, while housing and living costs continue to rise. To escape this trap, you need to shift your mindset. Instead of spending money to look successful, start focusing on growing your net worth. Avoid unnecessary debt, invest even small amounts, and stop fearing financial growth. The middle-class struggle is not about income, it's about how you use it. If you don't start making your money work for you, you'll always be one step away from financial stress. Number 3. The psychology of fake wealth. Many people look rich, but in reality, they are one paycheck away from financial disaster. They drive expensive cars, wear designer clothes, and live in fancy apartments, but behind the scenes, they are drowning in debt. This is what we call fake wealth, the illusion of being rich while actually being financially fragile. In today's world, it's easier than ever to borrow money to look successful. Luxury brands offer payment plans, banks give out high credit limits, and car dealerships advertise low monthly payments. People fall into the trap of thinking, if I can afford the monthly payment, I can afford the item. but in reality, they're just renting a lifestyle they can't truly afford. Owning expensive things does not mean you have wealth. Having financial freedom does. Studies in 2025 show that credit card debt is at an all-time high, and many high-income earners are still struggling to save money. Even celebrities and athletes have gone bankrupt because they spent money faster than they made it. The problem isn't income, it's behavior. Fake wealth gives you short-term happiness, but long-term stress. Breaking free from this cycle means shifting your mindset. Instead of spending money to impress others, start measuring success by how much you keep and grow, not just what you own. It might not feel exciting at first, but in a few years, while others are still stuck in debt, you'll have real financial security. Instead of focusing on looking rich, focus on becoming rich. The difference is life-changing. Number 4. The new wealth strategy for 2025. For a long time, people believed that saving money was the best way to build wealth. But in 2025, saving alone is not enough. Prices keep rising, and inflation eats away at your money sitting in the bank. If you only save without growing your money, you're actually getting poorer. The real way to build wealth today is to make your money work for you. One of the biggest financial changes in 2025 is that investing is easier and more accessible than ever. In the past, people thought they needed a lot of money to invest in real estate or stocks. But now, with fractional investing, you don't need to buy a whole property or a full share of stock. You can own a small piece of real estate with just a few $100s or invest in major companies with small amounts. This means anyone, even those living paycheck to paycheck, can start building wealth with just a little money. Wealthy people think differently about money. They don't just work for a paycheck, they build multiple sources of income. They don't rely on one job because they know that security comes from having money coming in from different places. Some invest in dividend stocks that pay them monthly. Others start small online businesses, and many rent out properties or digital products. Even if you have a regular job, starting a small side income can make a big difference. Another mistake many people make is thinking all debt is bad. In reality, debt can either help you grow or keep you stuck. Bad debt is borrowing for things that lose value, like expensive clothes or a luxury car. But good debt is borrowing to buy things that make money, like rental properties or a business. Smart people use debt to their advantage instead of letting it control them. The biggest mindset shift you need in 2025 is stopping the habit of only working for money and learning how to make money work for you. Even if you start small, investing $50 a month, selling a skill online, or renting out a spare room, these small steps can change your financial future. The goal is not just to have more money, but to have more freedom and control over your life. Number 5. Leveraging technology for financial management. In 2025, technology is your best friend when it comes to managing your money. With the right tools, you can make your financial life easier and more efficient. There are many new and innovative financial technology tools available. For example, AI-powered budgeting apps can help you keep track of your spending and suggest ways to save money. These apps analyze your spending habits and provide personalized advice to help you reach your financial goals. Another example is robo-advisors, which use algorithms to manage your investments automatically. They can create and adjust your investment portfolio based on your risk tolerance and financial objectives. Automation and artificial intelligence, AI, can take a lot of the stress out of managing your finances. For instance, automated savings tools can transfer a set amount of money from your checking account to your savings account each month, helping you build up your savings without even thinking about it. AI-driven investment platforms can also monitor the market and make investment decisions for you, ensuring your money is working as hard as it can. If you don't change the way you handle money, nothing in your life will change. 10 years from now, you could still be living paycheck to paycheck, wondering why you're always struggling. Or you could be in a completely different place, financially free, stress-free, and in control of your future. The difference comes down to the choices you make today. Most people don't realize that their money habits are keeping them poor. They follow outdated advice, focus on short-term comfort, and avoid smart financial risks. But the truth is, wealth isn't about how much you earn, it's about how you manage and grow what you have. Even small changes, like investing a little each month or creating a second source of income, can make a huge difference over time. If you keep waiting for the right time to fix your finances, you'll stay stuck. The right time is now. Start by breaking just one bad money habit. Choose one smart financial move today, whether it's saving, investing, or cutting unnecessary spending, and commit to it. Your future self is depending on you. you. Stop keeping yourself poor. Start making money work for you. Your financial freedom starts today. Now, if you want to learn how to achieve financial success, then watch this video next. If you made it to this point in the video, please like and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.